is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? It is Friday again. Friday. I love Friday. Damn, it's Friday. Time for another live vendor reset. Time to get this game popping tonight. Time to have a blast. Talk about Division 2. Talk about new legendary missions. Everything going on. The PTS is now live on PC. And yeah, and we're in the middle of Global Event Assault. So if you're still missing any of that Striker, Reclaimer, or Sentry's Call, this is the time to get them.
Now leaving the
If
safe
not,
area.
this is the time to just save up as many.
This area is safe.
Save up as many Global Event credits as possible because next week is the big one with Predator's Mark, Nomad. What else is it? Predator Mark, Nomad, D3, and Predator Mark, Nomad, D3, and yeah. Can't remember. Banshee. That's what it is. Damn. So, how's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Andrew, what's up? Toxic. Glad to hear. I'm so glad you were able to get that. You got that in the mail today. They said it was going to be delivered by Saturday, but it's awesome you got it today. Hope you enjoy it. I used to love Metal Gear Solid. Was the last game that I played back in like 1998. Straight up 20 years ago. Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation 1. It was a double disc. I fell in love with that game. Yeah. That was the last like in-depth game that I played before I left gaming. And then the Division brought me back into it. So, yeah. Alright, so we got about 18 minutes before the vendor reset. This won't take very long for me to go through. Y'all know I like to go through a rundown of the best buys from the previous week. This ain't going to take long. Last week was straight garbage. If you don't have a lightweight M4 blueprint, though, I guess it's for sale right now. So go pick it up ASAP. The reason why we didn't see that last week also when Evan goes through, because he'll go through and check the terminal and stuff for ones that, because I pretty much own just about all of them. But he owns the lightweight too, so that's why he didn't see that one either. So yeah, definitely go check it out. But we'll do a quick rundown. DZ Checkpoint West 53rd Street. There's a 3.5 Seeker Mine damage mod that actually I didn't even put on my list last week, but West 53rd. But for my Falcon Lost run tonight, I'm running a tactician build, and mine has sticky bomb damage on it, and I'm gonna change it for Falcon Lost to Seeker Mine, and so I'm gonna put that on there in case anybody wants to get it. 3.5% Seeker damage. And then I'm going to go through what I'm going to try tonight for our Falcon Lost run for the Clown Mask. I did all the other ones back when the Global Event Assault actually took place the first time. I had me and a friend of mine went through and we did them all for the Pig Mask and this one, the Clown Mask, together. The Clown Mask is you got to do all these missions without anybody in the group dying or even going to a down state. The Pig Mask is you got to do all those without anybody using any kind of medical skills, no boxes, no heals. You can't even have your recovery link whenever you like start the mission. If you select that mission and somebody has a recovery link on, let's say they switch over to blue before y'all even start running and activate the mission, it will not count for you. You actually have to have all that turned off before you even select the mission. But we did Queen's Tunnel, Russian Consulate, General Assembly, and Grand Central Station without any healing type skills or whatsoever, or anybody dying or going down. But Falcon Lost was one that we got stuck at, and at that time it was just me and a good friend of mine. We didn't really have a group, you know, that we were used to running with, so we had to matchmake, and it was matchmaking from hell. So anyway, I'm gonna go through a list. Actually, last night we were on like wave 9 or something at 15, and we got delta. Everybody in the game got delta, and it pissed me off. And then after that, it just wasn't the same. So, real quick, let's give a rundown of last week's buys. That way, you got a few minutes to get back out there and get anything that you missed from last week. So, special equipment vendor in the terminal has a Liberator. It is a PvE Liberator with 19% enemy armor damage. It's got the talents of Ferocious, Sustained, and Determined. That would actually be good for running during the global event, but I think I literally have like 100 or 12. I have 12 Phoenix credits right now. There's also a rugged mini reflex sight with 6.5% critical hit chance, 5.5 headshot damage, and 4% critical hit damage. At Camp Clinton, they have a Cassidy that has adept and responsive on it. The Wolves Den Safe House has a Navy MP5M with 21% critical hit chance and the talents of Determined, Hurried, and Brutal. Camp Hudson has a superior purple firearms mod of 206 with 3% damage to elites. I need to find out if I even bought any of them or not. I need to go get something like right freaking now. I don't think I did, y'all. I really don't think I did. 206 firearms. See? This even helps me going back and checking this stuff. That's electronics. That's an old firearms, but that's 4% damage to elites. Yeah, I got a bunch of those, 4%. So, yeah, I don't have any. Well, wait. We got more. Stamina. Stamina. So, yeah, I'm heading to Camp Hudson real quick. Bam, I'm glad I went over that. So, Camp Hudson, yes. Go check it out right now. 206 firearms, 3% damage to elites. Madison Stand Safe House has a 5% first aid ally heal, which is really nice. The Ward Safe House has a 255 mod with 3% skill haste. And the Firewall Safe House has a 4% turret damage mod. Park Avenue DZ checkpoint. It's like my favorite DZ checkpoint because it has all weapons on it. This one right here, Park Avenue. They have a PF-45 pistol. It has Cool Headed on it. So Cool Headed is really strong. You know, especially doing stuff solo, and your recovery, survival, tackling, whatever. If you use it, you know, you can pull this gun out, and you can always switch to a gun with Determined and kill 8 or 9 NPCs and get your alt back, or you can just sit back and cover and pop some headshots off these dudes and get it back really quick too. So yeah. There we go. That's all I need. I just gotta find some gear to throw it on. Put 2 there. 2 there. There we go. Bam. And that's about it, man. Gage, what is going on, brother? It's getting a lot better now. Now that work's done with, and it's vendor reset time. Man, we got so much to cover tonight. 6 minutes till the reset. Start off with the obvious, the biggest news yesterday during the State of the Game. When talking about the past, present, and future of the game, they went ahead and did a drop on us that Division 2 is and has been in development, that there will be a reveal trailer this year at E3 2018 in June. Since then, some tidbits have been leaking out here and there. I don't know if it's true or not, but I have heard from someone who apparently he didn't want to reveal his name or anything, but he apparently had some kind of invite to speak with developers a while back, and all that he had said was that it was going to take place in Washington, D.C., and instead of having like a base of operations with medical, security, and tech wings, you're going to have these different like safe houses, or what, I can't remember what he called them, safe, yeah. Anyway, and so it won't be all in one big area, that you'll actually have to go to these different areas. So this is what I've heard. Apparently the president of the U.S. has been kidnapped or something like that. Or not kidnapped, but is missing. And so from what I've heard is Washington's the next city, which they say really cool because there is an extensive underground in that area. So like I said, don't know if it's true or not, but that's one thing that I've heard. I'm excited about it, man. It's going to give them a chance to start fresh. You know, there's been so many bugs and glitches in this game, and they patch it and patch and patch and patch, and then after so long, they call it spaghetti code. After so long of doing all these different patches and all that, some of these old bugs and glitches end up coming back into the game because there's just so much code that's been scribbled in, scribbled out, deleted, wrote over, and it's just, you know, so they said they've been able to take all the lessons learned from this first game, and they're going to be able to put it into a brand new game, start fresh. Yeah, I'm looking so, man, I can't. I'm so excited. I got an email from Ubisoft today that it was pretty cool. It showed the day that I started the game. My first day playing was actually like July something of 2016. Like I told you, I was away from gaming for 18 and a half years. I seen a trailer for this game on YouTube one day by accident. I clicked on it, and the next day I went out and bought a PlayStation 4 and bought the game, and the rest is history. But yeah, I've logged in 2,800 hours. It showed on there 2,800 hours on it. I just love this game, and I'm really glad that now I'm going to get a chance with Division 2 to start from the very beginning. I'm hoping to be able to go through the beta, any PTSs. I want to start fresh from the entire thing. I'll be able to stream my very first gameplay of it, and I'm not going to do like some of the guys have in the past with the Division. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use the channel to just put out mindless build videos, and I don't mean to be mean, but there's only so many versions of a build you can get, and there's going to be thousands of people putting that content out. Yes, I'll do some build videos if that's what people want, but my one goal has always and will always be about new players or just players in general. I like to help people, people that don't understand the game. I love talking about it. Love explaining how the RPG aspect of it works. Happening is still happening. What does that mean, Ella? But anyway, I'm still going to be same old T. Me and my guys, we're still going to be running, whether it's in Division 1, Division 2, we're still going to be running streams to help other people, to farm for other people. It's just what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm always going to do. And so I'm just excited about it. And then the day the E3 trailer drops, I will be doing some pre-order copies for people. That's weird, Hella. Give it a few minutes and let it kick in. Hopefully everything will start working. I don't know how many people are typing in chat. I guess some people are saying that nothing's showing up in their chat, but I don't know. Watch us get lagged out again. It's crazy, man. This game's crazy. It's crazy. Got 30 seconds till the reset. Alright, I see Chris's. Yeah, y'all just give them a few minutes. Evan and Hella are saying that their comments are not showing up in chat. I don't know why. But we were having this problem yesterday before the Delta. Stupid ass Delta. Alright, any second now. Let's do this thing. I'm gonna go through it kind of quick tonight, and because then I'm getting on that Falcon Lost for sure. Alright, so what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing a snub-nosed rhino blueprint, some stamina knee pads blueprint, which I wouldn't even recommend people buying those because you're only going to get 2 different versions of it. High velocity round magazine. As far as your 229s, I'm seeing a FAL firearms mask. Yeah, nothing all that great. I always like to go down the lower ones. That way, if you're running a skill build, you can unlock talents that you might not be able to unlock on your regular build. So, from what I see there, nothing so far. Doesn't mean that there's not anything good. Definitely didn't do that, fellas. I can guarantee you that. Alright, so we got the Centurion this week. It's coming in with Adept and Expert. The Liberator has 19% enemy armor damage with the talents of Meticulous and Accurate, and then Dominant in the free slot. I always forget the Liberator has 3 talents. The Cassidy this week has 297% stagger on it with Accurate and Predatory. The Historian is coming in with 160 headshot damage with Discipline and Prepared. So that's not too bad right there, especially with Prepared being on it. The Pecan is 20% damage targets out of cover with Skilled Adept and then the Pecan talent. The Rhino special this week comes with Adept, not a very good pistol one. Police T821 with 21% critical hit chance, Fierce, Swift, and Sustained. Military G36, 21% enemy armor damage, and it has Meticulous, Destructive, and Focused. We got the Shotgun M870 Express with 309.5 stagger. It's got the talents of Self-Preserved, Commanding, and Adept. One of my favorite guns right here is the First Wave M1A. It's got a pretty decent 163 headshot damage with the talents of Accurate, Talented, and Trained. And last on the weapons is a Military L86 with 22% damage to targets out of cover and has the talents of Sustained, Fierce, and Ferocious. The mask this week is a Tenacious Mask with low armor. It is a firearms roll, and it has 10.5% exotic damage resilience and 9% damage to elites. I'm going to skip through these gear sets because we're all after classifieds. We got a vigorous chest piece here. It's a 1753 armor with a 1245 firearms roll. It's got skill haste, enemy armor damage, and increased kill XP. Nice tactician vest there, though. Shitty rolls on it. Alright, we got a specialized backpack here with 1261 armor. It's got a decent 1257 firearms roll. It's got health and disrupt resistance, so this is not a bad specialized backpack whatsoever. And we got a nimble holster with 981 armor on it. It's got 1266 firearms. It's got two really low stamina and electronics rolls, and it does have skill haste as the major attribute. Alright, this week we've got a pair of Astitude gloves, 993 armor with 1152 firearms roll. It's got critical hit chance, 5.5% crit hit chance, 16% critical hit damage, and 12% pistol damage. And we got a stamina critical hit chance mod. This is really nice, so I'm going to write this one down because these are really nice for Nomad, Predator builds. Really all the builds right now, this is just really good stuff with. And this guy's been inviting me since before I started. Alright. Special equip. Got a 252 stamina. 1% crit chance. Alright. Down here we got a 6% sticky bomb explosion radius. If you want to get that radius a little bit bigger. Extended mag with 117.5 mag size, 4.5 reload speed, and 4% critical hit damage. And we've got an Omega rifle suppressor here with 18% headshot damage, 4.5 optimal range, and 2.5 stability. And the vertical grip, the Wolf Gray with 42.5% optimal range, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5% stability. And last, we have the accuracy scope here, the ACOG scope, 4x zoom in with 15% accuracy, 2.5 stability, and 4% critical hit damage. If you've got a ton of Phoenix credits to spare and you don't want to wait till they add the new classified cash coming up soon for 2,500 Phoenix credits, you can buy these green gear sealed cash ones at 200 Phoenix credits, and they have a very high chance to have a bonus exotic or classified item. A couple weeks ago, me and my buddy each purchased 10 of these. He was able to get 3 bonus items. I got 2. I think he got a classified and 2 exotics, and I got 2 exotics. So, you know, if you got a lot to blow, spend it. Alright, that's going to do it for the special equipment vendor. In fact, let me put a test. I want to put a test out there, see what's going on. Alright. Comment popped up. I don't know why other people's are not popping up. YouTube and PlayStation are acting really weird right now. Alright, let's check the advanced weapons vendor here in the base of operations. Alright, we got a custom PF45 here with expert and dominant. Converted SMG 9A2. It's got 22% critical hit chance with the talents of vicious, destructive, and sustain. Here we got a lightweight M4 with 22% enemy armor damage. It has skilled, unforgiven, and self-preserved. So it might not be too bad for a skill build. It's not the best, but if you don't have one, you can check it out. Here we got another M870 Express with 343 stagger with brutal, adept, and competent. Got the Covert SRS marksman rifle with 158 headshot damage. It's got the talents of toxic, commanding, and accurate. And last but not least, on the weapons, we got the MG5 with 22% damage to targets out of cover with the talents of commanding, brutal, and ferocious. So this could be pretty decent for this global event right here. Alright, we got a quick release magazine with 27.5 reload speed. It's got 11% magazine size and 4.7 rate of fire. Omega rifle suppressor tan, 16% headshot damage, 2.5 critical hit chance, and 5% optimal range. Here we got another vertical grip. I would definitely recommend putting these on all your marksman rifles. 44% optimal range, 4% critical hit damage, 5% reload speed. And last but not least, we got the Pro Red Dot Sight Tan. Actually, this is last and least. Don't ever buy the red dot sights with tan next to them. It's got the major attribute of headshot damage. optimal range here and accuracy. You want the regular pro red dot sight. That's going to give you the highest numbers, going to be critical hit damage, and then you can still get 6% headshot damage on it, and then even critical hit chance. So don't waste your money on the tan versions of this. So, alright, let's go over here and check out the Dark Zone vendor here in the base of operations. Alright, we got a Police T821 with 20.5% critical hit chance. It's got the talents of Meticulous, Determined, and Adept on it. We got a Rapid chest piece here. 1762 armor. It's got a 1268 electronics roll on it with skill haste, exotic damage resilience, and increased kill XP. We got a 4% sticky bomb damage mod, so I'll write this one down. Alright, we got a PEQ laser that's got 14.5 accuracy, 2.5 stability, and 5% reload speed. And we've got our consumable caches and Dark Zone Steel caches. These are great to get Dark Zone keys out of. You got a ton of DZ funds, because now the Dark Zone, the boxes that take the DZ keys have a chance to drop classifieds. I've let my secret go out a little while now. I'm going to go ahead and share it with everybody. Do not waste 25,000 DZ funds on one of these with a chance to get 0 to 3 Dark Zone keys. If you have the time, it doesn't take long. Start a new character, power level that character up to rank number 29, go in the Dark Zone, get to rank 20 in the Dark Zone, and then you can buy these caches for 1,009 Dark Zone funds. And when you open it up, all your keys are shared between all characters. So you can buy one of these for 25,000 DZ funds and get a chance to have 0 to 3 keys, or you can go down there and buy like 23 of them for the same amount of money and have a chance to get up to 75 keys for the same price as one here. And like I said, all your characters share everything now. So, level 29, rank 20, and buy them for dirt cheap. Let's just see what we get here. It's always usually something that I can deconstruct and get more crafting materials, especially maybe dip tech with it. Not full on that one. Alright, let's get over here to our weapons vendor inside the base of operations. Alright, this week the high-end weapon is a tactical UMP-45. This gun hits hard. Don't let the slow rate RPM fool you. This gun is a beast when the talents are correct. And this week has self-preserved, vicious, and ambusher. So, not really. Vicious Deadly would be great, and then you could roll ambusher away for something else, but it's not there. Alright, and we got a C79 scope. I love these scopes right here. 17% critical hit damage, 5% optimal range, and 6% headshot damage. Alright, let's see what the gear vendor here has for us. And we've got a recovered holster with low 863 armor. It's got a really nice firearms and electronics roll. Very low on the stamina, but you could always roll that higher, and it does have 6% skill haste. And look at that, right off the bat, we've got a firearms damage to elites mod. It's really low. Last week's one was a lot better, Camp Hudson, but if you didn't get it, here you go, base of operations gear. Got a 186 firearms, 3% damage to elites. Damage to elite mods are nice for all of those legendaries, especially when you try to do them solo. And then we got a 4% support station healing speed. This is actually not a bad one either. Now that they removed the 3-second revive speed on the 6-piece reclaimer, you can definitely put some of these on to help your revive speed. 4%. Alright. I'm going to jump over to Camp Clinton now and check everything out there. Then from there, I will start at Autumn's Hope in Times Square, work my way around the light zone, hit the DZ checkpoints, and that'll be it. I'm not going to go inside the DZ and go to every safe room for the sake of time. I'm actually going to try to get through these pretty quick because I know everybody wants to grind for all the stuff that has to do with the global event. And to be honest with you, I want to go get my damn clown mask. It's been driving me crazy since it ended. That was the one thing Falcon Lost I wasn't able to finish. Pissed me off. Alright, this week in Camp Clinton, our exotics start us off with the Pecan, with 20% damage to targets out of cover with the talents of Determined and Capable. The Liberator has 21% enemy armor damage with the talents of Commanding, Determined, and Meticulous. Put Dominant in the free slot, and if you can unlock all three, you have yourself a Tac Link Liberator, where you will pop a Tac Link. Every kill you get, Commanding will proc, which keeps it active for 20% longer, basically 3 extra seconds on it. And then Determine gives you 7.5% cooldown on all your skills for killing a target. Put Dominant in there, and that's a 10% cooldown on all skills while your signature skill is active. And so every time you kill somebody, your tactical link stays up for 3 extra seconds, and you get a total of 17.5% cooldown on all your skills. Very powerful, very fun to use. By the time your tac your by the time your tactical link is comes off cooldown, you can use it again. You've already had it all the way back. So, all right, the Historian has 156 headshot damage with Deadly and Adept on it. Not too bad if you put like Prepared on there. It'd be nice. The Centurion has Expert and Determined. The Cassidy this week has 309 on the Stagger with Competent and Brutal. We got a 93R pistol with Ferocious on it, and an enhanced AUG A3P with 21.5 critical hit chance with Unforgiven, Self-Preserved, and Fierce. G36 enhanced with 18% enemy armor damage, and it has the talents of Ferocious, Unforgiving, and Focused. Military M870 with 330.5 stagger with the talents of Talented, Predatory, and Trained. And we have an M700 Carbon with 164 headshot damage with Vicious, Competent, and Elevated. I'm going to write that down because I have a lot of people that ask me about these. Headshot with, what did I say it was? Vicious, Competent, Elevated. Alright, we got a military MK46 with 20% damage to targets out of cover. And it's got Swift, Prepared, and Talented. We got a Refresh Mask, my favorite high-end mask in the game. It's got a 926 on the armor. It's got a low 1122 stamina roll, major attribute of health on kill, and a minor of blind death resist. We got a Vigorous chest piece here. That's 1771 armor with a 1160 firearms roll. It does have 15,900 health with 4% all resist and increased kill XP. We've got an Inventive backpack. These are very nice with any kind of skill builds. 1163 armor. It's got a 1236 firearms roll. It does have 13,000 health and burn resistance on it. And we got a pair of crappy knee pads with health on them, electronics, and nothing else worth mentioning. We've got a sturdy holster here with 878 armor. It's got low 1100s across the board and 8182 armor on it. And then we have a pair of decisive gloves with 944 armor, and they have a low 1191 firearms roll, and it has 12% pistol, 12% assault rifle, and 8% skill haste. And then we have a 258 stamina mod. It's got a low 2848 skill power with it. We got a 7% support station range mod. A high velocity magazine with crit chance, magazine size, and crit damage. We got an Omega rifle suppressor with 16% headshot damage, 2.5 stability, and 4% critical hit damage. And then we got the hand stop with a 29.5 reload speed, 4% critical hit damage, and 2% accuracy. And then lastly, we got a Russian red dot sight with 17% accuracy, 6% headshot damage, 3% critical hit chance. So if you like the Russian red dots, this is actually a really good one to pick up. Alright, that'll do it with Camp Clanton. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to start up here at Times Square, work my way around. While I'm fast traveling, I got to check a message I just received. Might be someone telling me about what the blueprints are. I will find out. Y'all are having trouble putting anything in chat. I don't know what is going on with the YouTube chat. YouTube is bugging out on me really bad right now, so I apologize if anybody's putting anything in chat. If you are on PSN, you can always send me a message during this, TSwandol, and while I fast travel, I will answer any questions that I can. All right, let's check it out here in Times Square, Autumn's Hope Safe House. We've got a Relentless backpack, 1181 armor on it. It's got 1198 stamina roll with 11,900 skill power and 15% disrupt. And then we've got a superior stamina mod, 189 stamina with 10% ammo capacity. And then a 7.5% turret health mod. I'll start breezing through these pretty quick. All right, let's get over to Wolves Den. I wonder if I can make a change to it. Comments. Video sharing. What is up, Jorge? How are you doing, my man? Had a good time running with you tonight. Ain't seen you since. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what we've got down here. We've got a M1911 pistol with expert and intense. So, you know, if you got a, I don't know, if you got an urban MDR and you want to run around and set shit on fire and then shoot them with the status effect and get that extra 18% damage targets when status effect, there you go right here. And then we got a muzzle brake with 12.5 stability, 2% accuracy, and 6% headshot damage. Alright, let's shoot down to Dante's Run real quick. I do not know what's going on with this damn chat. Come on, YouTube, get it together. Alright, here we got a forceful chest piece. It's got 1958 armor on it with a low 1126 stamina roll. It's got 16,225 health, 5.5% enemy armor damage, and 28% increased kill XP. We've got another stamina mod with 10% ammo capacity on it, and then we got a 6% sticky bomb explosion radius mod. Alright, where's my next one at? Where's my next one? Right here, let's hit Kermit Station. So far, special equipments vendor in the terminal has a 252 stamina mod that has 1% critical hit chance. Definitely pick it up for your Predator builds or your Nomad builds. It's really good with it. The DZ vendor in the base of operations has a 4% sticky bomb damage mod. The gear vendor inside the base of operations has a 186 firearms mod that has 3% damage to elites. And they also have a 4% support station reviving speed mod. And then Camp Clinton has a M700 carbine with 164 headshot damage with vicious, competent, and elevated. Morning, oh man, be off for 3 months. Whew. What is up, hella? My man has found a way to get in. That's what I'm talking about. Dedication, persistence. This is hella, y'all. This is my man right here. This is my man right here. All right, we got a M870 Express here with it's got 293 stagger on it with meticulous, vicious, and self-preserved. And then we have a reflex sight tan, stay away from the tan ones, 4.5% optimal range, 2.5 stability, and 2% accuracy. Alright, let's shoot over to the cavern. See what we got here. I cannot wait to finally try to get this Falcon Lost done, flawless done. I swear we would have had it last night. The very first run we had was going off so smooth, without a hitch. I mean, it was amazing. Nobody was having any problems. We got like wave 8 or 9. We put the explosives on the APC for the second time. Everything was fine on it. Nobody was taking any damage. And then the entire game crashed on everybody. We got the Delta. Then after that, it was just like problem after problem with sets, with lagging. It was just everything that could go wrong at that time absolutely went wrong. So we're going to get that thing done tonight. I'll get my clown mask, show it off for 3 seconds, and be on my way. I don't feel like looking at that dude right here. Alright, we've got a Tenacious Mask with 952 armor. It's got a even 1200 firearms roll to it. It does have a beautiful and maxed out 4% critical hit chance and a very nice 16% burn resistance. So, pretty damn good Tenacious Mask right here if you need one. Alright, we've got a Stamina, 196 Stamina, 3% Disorient Resist mod, and a 246 Electronics, 3% Skill Haste. Really, really low. Alright, let's kick down to Camp Hudson and check out the 2 vendors down there. So yeah, Division 2, everybody. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. You're going to hear me talk about it over and over. But until then, we've got 2 more major updates. Not major, but 2 more updates coming for the Division 1. One of them comes live next month. PTS is on PC as we speak. But the one that coming up in April, we've got the increased drop rates, chance to get classifieds on legendary missions, the chance to get classifieds and exotics from your season pass supply drops. Now when you complete daily assignments, you get 25 div tech. Weekly give you 100 div tech. The season pass will give you div tech. And more importantly, they're adding 2 more legendary missions. We got Amherst and Grand Central Station in April, along with a new global event called Blackout. They'll have new masks. I don't know anything about, any new sets or classified gear. Are they going to do high-end classified, exotic classified? I don't know any of that. But I do know the next global event will be called Blackout with new masks. And then in June, we got another update coming where I think there's going to be another... I don't know, I think they said there'll be another global event. Maybe not. But they're going to have 2 more legendary missions. They're not releasing them right now, although on the State of the Game, the guy Petter did kind of slip up and said it's a big mission, which leads me to believe it's got to be General Assembly. Anyway, here we go with the Navy MP5N. I'm at Camp Hudson, the weapons vendor. It's got 22% critical hit chance with Talented, Vicious, and Adept. So, this is actually really nice, to be honest with you. This could be used as just an all-out crit Navy MP5. You could put Deadly in the top slot, have Deadly, Vicious, and even Adept, and just be critting everywhere. Or you could roll away Vicious for something like a Competent, Destructive, and make yourself a decent skill build one. So let me write this down because a lot of people like it. Hudson. Navy MP5N. What I say was 22 crit chance is nice, yeah. 22 crit chance with Talented, Vicious, and Adept. I actually know a few people that love to run Vicious and Adept together on their weapons. So. And then we've got a reload speed hand stop with a really nice, I think, maxed out 30% reload speed, 5% optimal range, 2% accuracy. Any good mods, brother? I was always trying to fix that shit. So far, the only really good mod is in the DZ vendor in the base of operations has a 4% sticky bomb damage mod. The special equipments vendor in the terminal has a 252 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. The gear vendor inside the base of operations has a 186 firearms mod, 3% damage to elites, and also a 4% sports station reviving speed mod. So, yeah, everything's really just mods right now. Holy shit, where'd I go? I lost. Oh, that's the... Okay, there we go, I kept running. Alright, we got a pair of accomplished crappy knee pads. Not even gonna talk about it anymore. And then we've got a superior prototype superior mod, firearms 197, 3% disorient, and a 2.5 smart cover damage resilience mod. Blah. Alright, let's head over to the meat locker. So I'm gonna try. Last night we were doing Falcon's Lost. We were trying it, and everybody was running our classified nomads, and it seemed to be working pretty fine. Those snipers would do some damage because they do more damage in distance. The purple ones not so much. The elite ones definitely. One shot from them would proc your nomad. Tonight I'm going to give it a try. Got a couple different options we're going to try. I'm going to run my tactician build. It's going to be Seekers and a extremely powerful defib. Another person will run a reclaimer with smart cover. and the box, and then we'll have the 2 nomads as our runners. We'll give it a try. If not, then maybe just 1 reclaimer and then all nomads. All right, here we go. We got another Navy MP5N with 21% critical hit chance with adept, meticulous, and accurate. So not near as good. And then we've got an angle grip red with 12% stability, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. If you're new to the game or new to higher rate of fire weapons such as the lightweight M4s, the Elvoas, Police M4 Liberator, even some of the higher rate of fire LMGs like the MG5 or the Big Alejandro, this is actually a really good mod to put on in the meantime. And then once you start feeling more comfortable with those, you can always get rid of the angle grip and go to the small grip and get more crit damage out of it. But when I first got into the higher rate of fire weapons, I did use one of these, and it greatly improved my accuracy with it. And then, like I said, over time, I just started, removing it and going down to the small grip. And now I use the small grip, and I know it's recoil and all, and I can shoot it just as good as I could when I had stability on it. All right, let's see what we got over at Madison Stand this week. All right. We've got a steadfast holster. It's got really low armor, really bad low rolls across the board with 6% skill haste. We've got a 190 stamina mod with 4% disrupt resistance, and then we've got a 7% turret duration prototype performance mod. So nothing very good over here. Let's see if we got any good weapons at the last call. Alright. Here we go. Give us something good. Give us something good. Alright, and we've got an enhanced AUG A3P with 21.5% critical hit chance with brutal, accurate, and responsive. So it's not that bad. Definitely want to get rid of accurate for deadly. I'd rather have competent, deadly, and responsive. But if you don't have an AUG, you can definitely pick this up in the meantime. And then we have an improved iron sights with 13% stability, 4.5 optimal range, and 2.5% critical hit chance. Alright, let's check the ward out. And I'll go through again for anybody that just joined us. Special equipments vendor in the terminal, 252 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. The DZ vendor inside the base of operations has a 4% sticky bomb damage mod. The gear vendor inside the base of operations has a 186 firearms mod with 3% damage to elites, also a 4% support station revival speed mod. Camp Clinton has a M700 carbon with 164 headshot damage. It's got vicious, competent, and elevated. And Camp Hudson weapons vendor has a Navy MP5N with 22% critical hit chance with the talents of talented, vicious, and adept. Alright, we got a nimble holster here with 920 armor. It's got a 1200 firearms roll. The stamina and electronics roll are really low. And it has max out 4% critical hit chance. So if you're putting all high-end build together, you could always pick this up, optimize it later, and have yourself a pretty decent nimble holster. Alright, we got a low 183 electronics mod with 4% disrupt resist and a 4% smart cover duration mod. So this one is actually not that bad. Smart cover is pretty damn good with this global event, especially the taking more damage at distance. So the ward. Smart cover. Alright, let's head up to Southpaw and see what we got up here. Oh shit, that sucks. I just joined someone. Yeah, I hate when it does that. I really do. They should really fix that. It should give you an option like, are you sure? when you go to fast travel somewhere, it says, "Are you sure you want to fast travel here? Confirm fast travel." I wish they would do that on these. But yeah, I'm gonna have to leave the group and then probably get an invite or something like, "Hey man, what's up? Let's hang out."
Warning. Now leaving the safe area.
There we go. Alright, back to reality. Alright, we have got a nimble holster again, a low 874 armor roll to it. It's got 1221 firearms, 1159 stamina, 1202 electronics, and it does have 7% skill haste on it. And then we've got a superior 211 stamina mod with 4% bleed resist, and a 254 electronics mod that does have 3284 health to it. So really nice health roll on that one. Not too bad, not too bad if you're looking for electronics health. I actually use a couple electronics health mods. They're nice. Southpaw. I've noticed in the recent months, mods are what most people come to vendor resets for nowadays, because that's about the only thing, mods and weapons, about the only thing good that you're going to get from them. Alright, 254 electronic with 3284 health. Alright, up to the next one. What is it? A firewall? Grindhouse. Alright, this week we've got a custom M870 MCS. It's got 320% stagger to it with adept, meticulous, and unforgiving. And then we have a EXPS3 holographic sight that has 23% optimal range, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. Right. And now we're going to head up to the firewall. What am I doing? Fast travel. Confirm. Alright.
Best gear for the streets, right here.
Alright, got a pair of Acid 2 gloves here, 932 armor with 1158 firearms roll to it. It's got 12% pistol damage, 11% marksman rifle damage, and 16% critical hit damage. The electronics mod is 191 electronics, 11% ammo capacity, and we have a 4.5% support station healing speed mod. And last, it's going to be the Crip. Guessing the comments isn't working, but if it is, feel free to put any requests in there, any questions you have. If there's any gear you're looking for, I'll go ahead and throw it out there right now. If anybody is on PlayStation 4 and they're in the dark zone right now, and you happen to come across a classified Predator's Mark holster, please let me know, or my friend Evan, his PSN handle is JenEvan, or if you come across a Predator's Mark backpack, please let our buddy Toxic Dragon know, or just send me a message and I'll put you in contact with him. His PSN is Prince Ricky. I guess it's an account thing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, man. It's crazy. Alright, let's get into this. We've got a 4.5% support station revive, healing speed. Alright, we've got a Infantry MG5, 19% damage targets out of cover, and it has the talents of Brutal, Competent, and Swift. Swift is really nice. Swift or Meticulous is really nice on the LMGs, being that they have such a long reload speed. But if you have a Lone Star set, then you know all you got to do is swap weapons to reload. Alright, and then we have a Pro Red Dot sight here with 16% critical hit damage, 5.5% headshot damage, and 2% accuracy. So that's going to do it for the light zone. So, you know, a few decent mods, nothing spectacular, but we're going to start up here at East 64th Street DZ vendor, and we'll go to all the checkpoints, see what they got. Raven, what is going on, girl? Man, it's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely miss seeing you in every night. I know you got school and whatnot, and time's been really busy for you. But it's good to see you. Good to know you're still here. I don't know if you heard the wonderful news yesterday, but we do have Division 2 coming. They announced it. They said they are and have been working on it. It's been in development, and E3 2018 in June, we're gonna get our first look at it. So. Yes, can't wait. Alright, we got a 240 firearms mod with 3% skill haste to it, and then we have a 5% ballistic shield damage resilience mod. If you are running the D3 set, I would not recommend running ballistic shield damage resilience mods. I mean, if you want to, that's you. I run the ballistic shield damage mod that actually adds damage to your weapon. Yes, Raven, I am too. I cannot wait. School is doubling down. I haven't been able to get home when you're streaming, T. I gotcha. Well, you know, we're about to, no, it's just, yeah, that's the only thing. The gameplay trailer and all that, the reveal trailer is going to be at E3. But we're only a couple months away, so not far. And hey, next month in April, we got a new global event, Blackout. They're adding 2 more legendary missions in Amherst and Grand Central Station. They're going to up the drop rate for classified and exotic gear, and just all kinds of good stuff's coming. So it's really cool that they're not giving up on this game, that they're still doing stuff for us in the game. But I'm definitely excited. I really hope Division 2 picks up where this one leaves off, where it's going to be left off, and I hope we get a game that's free of all the bugs. You know, they admitted it. They openly said they made a ton of mistakes. They've learned a lot. And so, you know, I have nothing but respect. I mean, this is a company that, you know, gave us a ton of content, 1.8 and all that for free. All year 2 content was for free. Yes, they had a lot of mistakes along the way, but, you know, I love this game so much that to me, it's, you know, there's no hard feelings. And if anything, I'm just, you know, I'm actually overjoyed that they're going above and beyond to make things right. So, whew. Let's get on with this because I could talk all day about that. Alright, we got a quick release magazine here. It's got 30.5% reload speed, 4% critical hit damage, and a 5.1% rate of fire. We got the Osprey 45 suppressor with 15.5% accuracy, 5% optimal range, and 4% critical hit damage. And then we got the vertical grip OD green with 48% optimal range, 4.5 reload speed, and 4% critical hit damage. I put these on all my marksman rifles. It makes it hit harder at distance, and then if you have prepared on, you're just doing an insane amount of damage at distance. And then lastly, we got the T2 micro dot sight with 14.5% accuracy, 4.5% optimal range, and 3% critical hit chance. Alright, now we're going to hit the East 58th Street vendor. This is going to be all high-end gear. Oh, I can't wait to hit this Falcon Lost thing again. I was going to run my Reclaimer. We're going to do Reclaimer and 3 Nomads, but I think we're going to try 1 Reclaimer, and then I've got this this Tactician build I'm kind of excited about. I got the 6-piece, but I think my Vigorous is going to be best with this one. And I'm running Seekers that do 69k. That's before any stacks. And then I have a defib that's going to heal me at 170, heal my team for 300. And I already tested it, and the defib is amazing with my overheal with Vigorous. It puts me in this crazy overheal, and then when it finally does start going down, it actually keeps healing because of the overtime, so it just keeps going back up to the top. I like this outfit. Oh, yeah, I love this outfit right here. I love this. Alright, so here we got a rejuvenated mask. It's got low 852 armor to it. It's got a 1223 stamina roll. It's got a very nice exotic damage resilience, 9% major attribute, and then a minor of 10% damage to elites. I would have to say exotic damage resilience is one of the best attributes in the game now. Skill haste used to be, in my opinion, the absolute best, outside of health, of course. Skill haste was always my number one. Health and skill haste, health and skill haste. But with that predator, exotic damage resilience, and critical hit chance, I think have kind of taken over the skill haste. Alright, we got a rapid chest piece here with 1803 armor to it with a 1254 electronics roll. It's got 5.5% enemy armor damage, 10.5 exotic damage resilience, and rounds it out with 49% ammo capacity. Then we have a technical backpack with 1289 armor, 1125 firearms roll. It's got 11,600 skill power and 16% disorient resist. Has the reset occurred? Yes, it has. I'm actually going through through it all right now. I've already done the light zone, and I am now doing the DZ checkpoints. After I finish this one up and fast traveling, I'll give you a rundown of some of the best items so far that I've come across. We've got a pair of prosperous knee pads here with 1588 armor, 1224 electronics roll, 15,000 health with disorient, bleed, and increased kill XP. Got the sturdy holster with a low 878 armor. It's got decent stamina, low on the firearms and low on the electronics roll. It does have 3.5% critical hit chance to it though. And last but not least, we got a pair of cunning gloves with 980 armor. It's got a very nice 1270 electronics roll. Major attributes of critical hit chance, shotgun damage, and critical hit damage. So, alright, why did I do that for? Going to my favorite DZ checkpoint, Park Avenue. Alright, so Special Equipments Vendor in the terminal has a 252 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. The DZ vendor inside the base of operations has a 4% sticky bomb damage mod. The gear vendor inside the base of operations has two items. First is a 4% support station reviving speed mod, and then secondly is a superior 186 firearms mod with 3% damage to elites. Over at Camp Clinton, they got a M700 carbine with 164 headshot damage with the talents of vicious, competent, and elevated. Camp Hudson, the weapons vendor at Camp Hudson has a Navy MP5N with 22% critical hit chance, talents of talented, vicious, and adept. The Ward Safe House has a 4% smart cover duration performance mod, which is really nice for this global event here. And Southpaw Safe House has a 254 electronics mod, and it has 3,284 health to it. So that is really it right now. Let's see what we got here. Alright, let's start it off with a first wave PF45 pistol. It's got expert and ferocious on it. And we've got my favorite looking gun in the game, the first wave Vector 45 ACP, 20% critical hit chance with the talents of commanding, meticulous, and responsive. Tactical MK16 here with 18% enemy armor damage with the talents of prepared, deadly, and talented. The Tactical SASG 12K, perfect for the stacks on Striker. I know a lot of people like the Showstopper, and I used it for a little bit. I like this one just because it does so much more damage, and I've learned to pop shot with it just as good as I can on the Showstopper. Anyway, it has sustained, talented, and deadly, so not too bad. Alright, we got a SOCOM M1A here with 157 headshot damage with discipline, intense, and commanding. And lastly, a Black Market RPK-74E with 21% damage to targets out of cover, talents of skilled, prepared, and meticulous. Alright, let's check out East 53rd Street. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, wonderful night, morning, wherever you are in the world. I hope everything is going great for you. It's Friday/Saturday, and yes, the weekend's here. I only get one day off a week, and that day is Saturday. So I'm gonna stay up tonight and play my favorite game, and then I'm gonna get up tomorrow and play my favorite game. Then Sunday comes and I start the work week back. Just a note: tomorrow, if you live here in America, tomorrow night before you go to sleep, set any clocks inside your house ahead an hour. Spring forward, then we do a fall back. So this is our spring forward. You're going to lose an hour of sleep. but it's so much better. It stays light longer. I hate the fall. The only thing I like about when the clocks go back an hour is you get that extra hour of sleep. Other than that, I hate it being dark at 5:30 in the afternoon. I think they should just wipe away that daylight savings time because it's worthless. All right, here we go, and we're going to start it off with the military RPK-74M, starting it off where we left off at the last one, with 18% damage targets out of cover, talents of destructive, predatory, and unforgiving. We've got a pair of Astitute gloves with 953 armor with a 1201 electronics roll. It has 10% marksman rifle damage, 5.5% critical hit chance, and 16% critical hit damage. Then we have a 4.5% smart cover duration mod, so not too bad here. It's a little bit better than one at the Ward Safe House. And then rounding it off with a high velocity magazine with 7.5% critical hit chance, 5% reload speed, and 4% critical hit damage. Alright, where was this at? What was that? East 53rd. East 53rd. I'm gonna write that down. I'm fast traveling. Alright, let's see what we got here. What is this? 46th Street? Tell me right up top of the screen here in a second. Maybe it won't. Alright. We've got a M249B. 21% damage targets out of cover with vicious, sustained, and capable. Got a pair of decisive gloves with a low 879 armor roll. It's got a decent 1252 firearms roll, and it has 11% shotgun damage, 8% skill haste, and 11% pistol damage. We've got a 5.5 sticky bomb explosion radius mod, and then to follow it up with a angled grip, 12.5 stability, 4% critical hit damage, and 4.5% reload speed. Alright. On to the next one. East 42nd. Doing pretty good on time here. I'm trying to get through this one. Every time that there's been a global event, the live vendor resets, the ones that I do that week, are definitely a little bit smaller when it comes to viewers. The overall views will pick up through the course of the next day or two, but it's always kind of, everybody's out there grinding, man. And I try to get through it quick. That way, the people that are not watching it live, when they come through it, they can kind of try to get through it a little bit quicker. All right, we got a police M4 here. 22% enemy armor damage with commanding, accurate, and dominant. So here's another one of these tack-link guns. You could put determine in the middle slot, and you have a gun that you just keep your tack link up, and every time you get kills, you're reducing all your cooldowns while extending the tack link. And your tack link will actually, you can actually have your tack link already fully back, ready to use again before the 60-second cooldown has even finished. So don't believe me? Pick it up and try it out. Alright, we got a pair of Astitute gloves with 946 armor. It's got a very low 1184 firearms roll with 5% critical hit chance, 7.7% enemy armor damage, and 12% LMG damage. We've got a 232 electronics mod with 1% critical hit chance, extremely low, pass, I wouldn't even pick it up. And then we got a Russian red dot sight with 16.5% accuracy, 3% critical hit chance, and 4% critical hit damage. Alright, East 40th. You got the consumable caches there. They cost 25,000 Dark Zone credits each, and they have a chance to drop between 0 to 3 Dark Zone keys. Now that the Dark Zone crates can drop classifieds, I burned through like 300 keys very quickly, and then I had like, I don't know, 12, 13 million DZ funds, so I just started buying these consumable caches at 25,000 Dark Zone credits each to get the keys. And on every one of my vendor reset videos, I always encourage people to pick these up. Well, don't waste your money. Create a new character, get it up to level 29. Once you do, go to all the vendors, buy you a bunch of gold gear. You can get high-end gear at level 29 now. Go into the Dark Zone as a rank 29 player. Get to DZ rank 20, which you can do within an hour or two. And then once you go to the vendors, these exact same consumable caches, that, mind you, whatever contents are inside of them, you share it between all characters. They only cost 1,009 Dark Zone funds, and you still get the same amount of keys at it. So, for the price of one of these caches, you can buy like 23 or 24 of the other one. I think 24 of the other ones, and have a chance to get up to 78 Dark Zone keys. Now you're not going to get that many, but and 60. Not bad for the price of one of these. So just a heads up. Oh yeah, I didn't go through this. All right, we got a snub-nosed rhino here with expert and intense. A pair of accomplished knee pads that I'll pass over. 3.5 Seeker Mind damage mod. This is not bad. You know, I'll write it down. I happened to get some. They had some last week in the light zone. You know what? I'm not even gonna write it down. People don't want it. And then we got AC 79 scope with 17% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, 2.5% critical hit chance. Alright, East 34th Street. And if you are on PS4 or whatever you're on, I would recommend you create a new character anyway, whether it be a second, third, or fourth. Power level it up, get a friend to help you power level it up to around rank 24. Then you want to go through and really do your encounters. Try to get your base open so you can get all your skills and all that. Then after that, go ahead and get power leveled the rest of the way up to just 29. Once you get to 29, keep that character at 29. And the reason why I say you start getting your base open at 24 is because you don't want to wait till like I did and get up to 27 or 28 and then be like, damn, now I can't open up my base fully because I'll level up to 30. But anyway, me and quite a few of my friends now, we all have level 29 characters, which enables us to have all high-end gear, and it is so fun in the Dark Zone. And believe it or not, there's a lot of other people in there doing the exact same thing. We come across players all the time that are ranked 29, 99 in the Dark Zone that created the character because they missed the days of PvP with high-end builds. I run a vigorous chest piece, refreshed mask. I've got a pair of, I think, accomplished knee pads. Of course, there's only two different kinds. Nimble holster, savage gloves, and a specialized backpack. And it is absolutely a blast. We've been going on manhunts on it, rank 5 manhunt. It's just so much fun. And the game is actually hard again. If you go up to DZ 8 and 9, it's all elite enemies. And you cannot run around like you can with Striker build and just take everything down because they will take you down. You have to act. It's actually a cover-based shooter again. So, yes, if you want to get back to just loving this game, I would highly recommend creating a character, getting at 29, go in the DZ, and have fun. There's been a few times we come across lower ranked players that we'd, farm them up on going manhunt on them. But every time we cleared the manhunt or whatnot, we would go meet back up with these kids, send them an invite, help them gear up. Every single one of them were really cool about it afterwards. They're like, man, thank you so much for helping us, this and that. So yeah, it's a blast, y'all. Check it out. All right, we got a Police MK17 here with 166 headshot damage. It's got the talents of brutal, meticulous, and prepared. Not too bad. You can get rid of meticulous, and I would highly recommend putting balanced in. Balanced is my absolute favorite talent to put on my marksman rifles. It makes your reticle bloom non-existent. Every time you aim down sight at an enemy, your reticle will be instantly put right on them, and you can pop shot with marksman rifles. It is freaking amazing. All right, we got a pair of accomplished knee pads that I'm not even going to talk about. A 228 electronics mod with 4% signature ability resource gain. Thank you, Raven. And then we've got the EXPS3 holographic sight with 23% optimal range, 2.5 stability, and 2% accuracy. Alright, one last one on the east side, East 31st Street. Alright, we've got the military P416 here with 23% enemy armor damage with ferocious, commanding, and vicious. I'm getting 55 armor. It's got a low 1172 firearms roll to it. It does have 8% skill haste, 6% enemy armor damage, and then the always important 54% ammo capacity. And then we got a 4% Seeker Mind damage mod, so this is actually a good one. I'm glad I didn't write the last one down. So East 31st Street. 4% Seeker damage mod. Might pick this up here in a minute because I think mine's 3.5. I'll check in a second. We got an SR7 suppressor for your assault rifles. And it's got critical hit damage as the major attribute, 18%, 4.5% optimal range, 2.5 stability. Alright, let me see what mine are. Shut up. Yeah, mine are all 3%. When in Rome. Alright. On to the next one, Fifth Avenue, I think. Yes, Fifth Avenue, DZ checkpoint. Whew. And like I said, I'm gonna do Falcon's Lost next. I'm gonna try to get that mask. I don't know if I'm gonna stream or not. You know, if y'all would be interested in watching a stream of us trying to do Falcon's Lost, a flawless run without anybody dying or going down. Let me know in chat, yes or no. If I get a couple people that would like to see it, then I'll stream it. If not, then I don't know. Might just record it or something. I don't know. All right, we got a surplus SVD here with low 157 headshot damage with the talents of trained, balanced, and discipline. There's that balance I was talking about. Then we've got a forceful chest piece with 1892 armor. It's got a low 1141 electronics roll with 14,700 health, 5.5% enemy armor damage, and 53% ammo capacity. We've got an extremely low firearms mod that I'm just going to pass over. Then we've got a hand stop with 29% reload speed, 4.5% optimal range, and 2.5% stability. Alright, West 31st Street is where we're at. Alright, got a converted SMG-9 with 21% critical hit chance with the talents of self-preserved, competent, and swift. First pair of Savage Gloves I've seen today with a low 865 armor roll, 1129 electronics. It does have 15% critical hit chance, and then it has 11% pistol damage and shotgun damage. We've got a 266 firearms mod with 3,134 skill power. That's very good. I'll write it down. And then we have a large suppressor FDE, another critical hit damage suppressor, great for marksman rifles with Deadeye, assault rifles, and LMGs. It has 17% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and 2% accuracy. I'm going to write these two down just because if nobody has one of these, I would highly recommend getting it. Is this West 31st Street? Yes. I'll forget just that quick what something is. Alright. West 31st Street. 266 firearms. 3,134 skill power. And then a FDE suppressor. 17 crit damage, 3% crit chance, and 2% accuracy. Alright, let's go on to the next one. West 34th Street. We've got a military M60E4 with 21% damage to targets out of cover with the talents of vicious, commanding, and talented. A resourceful backpack that has 1313 armor with 1180 electronics roll. It's got 13,293 health with 14% disrupt resistance. And we now have a 5% smart cover duration mod, so that's actually a pretty damn good one. Let's put it down there. West. What was the last one? 4.5, yeah, so 5%. Smart cover duration. Getting better as we go along. And we've got a muzzle brake with 12.5% stability, 3% critical hit chance, and 4.5% optimal range. West 39th Street coming up. Alright, we got another surplus SVD here with a very low 145 headshot damage with the talents of Toxic, Adept, and Discipline. Another pair of Decisive Gloves, 977 armor with a 1231 electronics roll. It's got 12% SMG damage, 4% health on kill, and 8% skill haste. We've got a 244 firearms mod, 1% critical hit chance, very low. I wouldn't recommend picking that one up if you're looking for the crit hit chance mods. We've got a heavy spring magazine that's got 4% critical hit damage, 2.5 critical hit chance, and a very nice 10.2 rate of fire. Also, if there's anybody out there that maybe just got their first classified set, or maybe get one they haven't used before, I have all 14 classified sets in the game, and I built every single one of them and tested every single one of them, and I'm not going to lie, there's not a single one that I actually don't like. Every single one of them has a ton of things that I like about them, and some things I don't like, but the things that I do like outweigh the ones that I don't. So if you ever have any questions about the gear sets, the classified sets, maybe like I said, you get one that you've never run the set before, but hey, you got a 6 piece of it. Let me know, and I'll show you the ways that I put mine together and how they've benefited me and my group. Hella Reclaimer. Oh man, I've never cared about being a healer. When I played this game, it was like I just want to be DP. I just want to kill shit. I want to kill shit. I didn't even care about being tank. I just wanted to kill shit. But once I started really getting in the game, I started, trying different builds out. And when I came across the Reclaimer Classified, when I came across that Reclaimer Classified, and I put it together, I found something that just completely blew me away. In fact, the first time I actually used it in a group, I didn't tell everybody, how I had it built, but every person in that group was like, "Dude, how strong is your box?" And I was like, "It's healing for like 32,000 HP per second." And they're like, "This is crazy, man. We were like literally on our last little bar of health, and within 5 or 6 seconds, in your box, we're back to full health again." So I love Reclaimer. I'll get with you and show you hella some cool stuff. All right, we got a first wave M1A, which was my favorite marksman rifle for the longest time. It's got a decent 163 headshot damage with the talents of talented, dominant, and ferocious. So this is actually not too bad for this global event either. We got another pair of Savage gloves here with a really nice 996 armor. It's got 1181 stamina roll to it. It's got 5.5% critical hit chance, 6.5 enemy armor damage, and 10% shotgun damage. Alright, we got a 5.5% first aid ally heal for all you healers out there. Not bad at all right here. We got a rugged mini reflex sight. 6.5% critical hit chance, 5% optimal range, 2.5% stability. So let me write this one down. This is a good one. 5.5 first aid ally. No. Alright.
You'll be back. I know it.
Second string. Let's see who got it. Oh, West 46th. Alright, we got a Super 90 here with 340% stagger to it with accurate, meticulous, and fierce. A steadfast holster with a 981 armor roll. It's got a really low rolls across the board with 7% skill haste. 3.5% sticky bomb damage mod. A angle grip here. This is actually a good angle grip if you're, like I said, if you need one of these for stability. It's got 13% stability, 4% critical hit damage, and 5% reload speed. So this is not too far from being maxed out. I think 14% is the max on the stability, and it is maxed out 4% critical hit damage, and I want to say 5% is the max on reload also. So really good angle grip right there. All right, and we're gonna hit the last one, West 53rd Street. So this vendor reset has actually been better than last week's. I think last week was literally the worst vendor reset since I started doing these. Damn, how long? Man, I think I started doing this coming up on like 5 or 6 months ago. Or no, about 3 or 4 months ago I started doing vendor resets. Alright. We've got a SASG 12 here with 316.5 stagger with talented, responsive, and unforgiving. These are, the ones that you see a lot of people use to build their stacks up on Striker. However, I wouldn't recommend picking up the regular SASG 12 as it doesn't have a mod for an underbarrel. You just get the magazine and optics. Whereas the black market or the tactical gives you an option for an underbarrel, which you can put more critical hit damage on. So, all right, we got a reckless chest piece with 1908 armor here. It's got a 1258 electronics roll with 9% skill haste, 4% all resist, and 49% ammo capacity. So, wouldn't be that bad to use this. It goes really, really well with Deadeye builds. Reckless is just really, really good. You're just putting out a ton of damage. And then even with the shield build, it's really good too. So, alright, we got a 6% turret health mod, and then a 26.5% reload speed, 4.5% optimal range, and 4% critical hit damage. Hand stop mod for the works really well. I mean, you put them on assault rifles. I used to use one a long time ago on assault rifles, and it's not bad. It's better in PvE than PvP because you want to get that crit damage, but it's definitely not bad. It's something that I've used before in like some of the when I first started doing challenge and missions solo. I used to use it just to get that reload speed and be able to get back to killing shit. So, but yeah, so that's it for the DZ this week. I'll go through everything real quick again. We've got in the special equipments vendor in the terminal base of operations, 252 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. The DZ vendor inside the base of operations has a 4% sticky bomb damage mod. The gear vendor inside the base of operations has a prototype performance mod, the Superior, 186 firearms with 3% damage to elites. They also have a 4% support station revive speed mod. Camp Clinton has an M700 carbine with 164 headshot damage. Talents of Vicious, Competent, and Elevated. Camp Hudson, weapons vendor, has a Navy MP5N with 22% critical hit chance with the talents of Talented, Vicious, and Adept. The Ward Safe House has a 4% smart cover duration mod, and Southpaw Safe House has a 254 electronics mod with a very nice 3,284 health to it. In the Dark Zone, East 53rd Street has a 4.5% smart cover duration mod. East 31st Street has a 4% Seeker Mine damage mod. West 31st Street has a 266 firearms mod with 3,134 skill power. They also have a FDE suppressor with 17% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and 2% accuracy. West 34th Street has a 5% smart cover duration mod. And last but not least, West 42nd Street has a 5.5% first aid ally heal mod for all you healers. So, not too bad. Definitely better than last week. Everybody's getting that global event, and that's why I put some of the smart cover duration mods in it. If you're doing the main one to get the mask, if you're doing Falcon Lost, when you do it with a group to get this one, the clown mask, complete all assault missions without agents being down or dead, and you have to do it on the crucial or major assault, the mod on it. And what that does is the crucial one, it creates where NPCs at longer range deal a lot more damage. So you don't have to do it on heroic. You can do it on challenging. The first couple waves of snipers that you get that are the purple ones, they'll hit you hard, but they won't take you down with one shot. We were running Nomad, and it was removing our overheal. But then when you get into the rounds where you have the elite snipers, one good shot from one of them elite snipers at distance will proc your Nomad. So if you're not running a Nomad, it can take you down. They can one-shot you. I recommend staying in cover, staying out of the line of sight. I love to use my marksman rifle that has balance on it. That way I could literally pop shot them real quick. I can have my reticle, or the little circle area right around where they're at, and then I can hit L2 and R2 at the same time real quick, and he'll pop around the corner and just pop, headshot them. And you can do a couple shots that way and take them out because they will do insane amounts of damage to you. I'm actually going to try, I think we're going to do a Reclaimer, 2 Nomads, and then I'm going to try out this 5-piece Tactician with a Vigorous chest piece, roll the Stamina. And then my talents are going to be a defib, which I've already tested out. It's very nice. Self-heal of 171,000. I got the vigor, so it puts me in a overheal. And I like the defib in this one because as I take damage, though, it'll continue to heal over time. And then an ally heal of 305. Now, when I get up to the 30 stacks, I don't really need the 6-piece. Yeah, you can get up to 60 stacks, but it's unchallenging. Whenever I get 30 stacks up, it's, I'm getting closer to 200 and something thousand self, and we're sitting at, like almost 400,000 on the ally heal. And it's every 15 seconds, but I do have triage proc, so that's going to bring it down to about 13 seconds. And then I'm going to run the Seeker Mines that are going to do 69k. And when I get the stacks up, that's going to be 79k. But also I have chain reaction, damage multiple hospitals with an explosion, apply 20% more damage from the blast. So, I have determined and competent, but I also have a warlord that I'm thinking about using that has talented on it, that I'll proc talented and get that 15% skill power for 20 seconds. So put that together with 30 stacks, and you're looking at a 50% increase in my skills, which would put one of these bad boys at over 100,000 on the Seeker Mines. That's going to just take everything out in its path. So yeah, we're going to try that. If that don't work, then I'll switch my Reclaimer, and then we'll have 3 Nomads. So wish us luck. I might stream it. I'll decide here in a few minutes. YouTube's acting kind of weird, so I don't know. But again, if you have any questions on any builds, classified, non-classified, whatever, feel free to hit me up. You can send me a message here on YouTube or leave a comment in any video, and I'll see it and get back to you. If you have PlayStation, you can always send me a PSN message. My name on here is just TSwandol, TSwandol. Shoot me a friend request, send me a message. At Twitter, I'm on Twitter at TSwandol. And if you don't have neither PlayStation nor Twitter and you don't want to leave me a comment here, you can always send me an email. It is Tony.Swandol@gmail.com. Tony.Swandol@gmail.com. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. As I get more news on the Division 2, you will definitely be the first to hear it. When the E3 trailer is released that night, I'm going to do a giveaway where I'll be buying somebody the game Division 2. I'll do a pre-order copy for you. And you can tell me where you're at or whatnot, and I can pre-order it at a local store or a website to have it sent to you. But yeah, as information leaks, I'll leak it out to y'all. From one thing that I've heard today, that it hasn't been confirmed, but I've heard it from somebody who definitely knows a lot about the situation. From what I hear, he was saying Washington, D.C. is the next city. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for swinging by. I love each and every one of y'all. All the support has been overwhelming. It's been amazing, and I can't wait to get back in the game. I can't wait to start the Division 2 with all y'all right there by my side. So y'all have a blessed night, and I will talk at y'all later. Peace.